scene is funny. That stuff I'm talking about is bad.
hmm And I'm trying to think. I did watch. I went out and bought quite a lot of Stephen Chow box sets.
Uh-huh.
Even though I say I've not watched much of his, I did buy it. It was like when Fortune Star done those hard white box sets, like the Better Tomorrow trilogy
Mm-hmm.
is in this like hard card box set, and they released Legend of the Dragon, and
King of Beggars.
yes, I was questioning either that or Mad Monk, but Mad Monk was a
No,
Shaw
Mad Monk
Brothers.
was, yeah, it was via Shaw Brothers, yeah. So.
hmm So I remember buying that to give it away as a competition prize on the website,
Mm-hmm.
like for for no reason. It wasn't like I was getting a deal on it. I just went and spent my own money on this box set, watched Legend of the Dragon, and then gave the box set away as a competition prize, even though I did thoroughly enjoy Legend of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like you throw it Legend of the Dragon, you're like, right, Kung Fu, maybe Bruce Lee clone. And then you're like, snooker. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Shaolin Snooker.
hmm And it's one of these great things. I'd also watched that after Kung Fu Hustle because I was delighted to hear like all this music that I'd heard for Kung Fu Hustle. Realized like the music they'd used for Kung Fu Hustle is actually just a lot of classical Chinese music.
Yes.
It's like I just thought this was just all real authentic music brought in for like Kung Fu Hustle, but no, like you're watching some old. Oh, it was a turd.
I'm a dump of shit.
I thought it was a Cookie Monster. I thought it was Doe.
No, the subtitles read, I'm a dump of shit, so obviously, that's it. And here's the
This
montage.
was dying.
It's the
Uh,
montage of the shit, I'm a dump of shit. I'm gonna have that tattooed on me. What does Uncle Tat has in his undershirt? There.
Good lord, yes, he's
Is that a fanny pack or what the fuck is it?
it is a fanny pack,
Large.
a
Fucking
bum
hell.
bag.
Yeah. Ooh, he has a bit of bling, Uncle. So that's surely
That gives you
means.
like some fucking triad thought there.
Yeah.
Like it's only like it's a fucking hand of power, the hand of
Yeah.
a rich man coming out.
Yeah. Or something else.
This is me going in blind, Ken. I
Yeah.
was like, you just got to take out a fucking wee chopper and just here's your fucking lunchbox.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a sort of a serious gunplay, triads, almost hostage situation at a house coming up. If I
hmm
remember correctly, that you know, here you go. He reveals that he's a
There we
police
are.
police officer. So there is actually seemingly something real going on here.
hmm
But I was never really
I thought, where did this
convinced
come?
they were. Yeah, exactly. And I
Uh,
mean, I'm aware that things can come right out of fucking nowhere with
mhm.
Hong Kong movies. But it was strange watching it the first time anyway, not knowing their intentions. So.
It's strange in the sense that there's not foreshadowing of this.
No, absolutely not. There's no foreshadowing of anything in the movie. I mean,
Mhm.
the
It's
way
just
it
shit just
starts,
pops up.
you don't expect a sweet little romance either.
hmm
You know.
I was just about to compare it to Fight Back to School, where Stephen Chow was again undercover, but like with all that shit kicking off, he was sent undercover for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we know who this dude is?
No, I was just
Uh,
about to see what was that Uncle Tat, but
oh.
there was someone else. Maybe cameo by Bruce Law, even. Who knows? Maybe. And I'm not sure this was a clear parody of something we knew of, because if it was, then it should have been something out of the 80s, 90s canon of heroic bloodshed movies when I didn't recognize the beats of it. So maybe it
He
was
should have
just
been a
a.
long grey trench coat, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the guy should have been kind of bald. And then you
And
would
then
judge your bear tomorrow right there.
yeah, exactly. If it would have been a parody, they would have had clearer, or rather, what I was about to say is that it's probably just a parody of the beats that you
Yeah.
see in movies in general. So it's a general,
hmm Sunglasses, guns.
exactly.
hmm
Look like a Jingle Ma movie almost.
hmm And if it was stylish haircuts and fucking PVC vests, it could have been young and dangerous.
Yeah, Andrew Lau or Jingle Ma. I think Umatat looks kind of badass with his.
It does. He could easily fall into like a triad role.
Yeah, and he done serious movies. I mean, he won Best Supporting Actor for A Moment of Romance back in 1990.
Yes, I was just about to say he done serious work in that one.
And he's really good. I mean, he does play this loser triad that does kind of act and sound like he usually does in the comedies, but it is a serious role, and he does very well. I mean, it's a very abused, almost like mentally handicapped character, it seems. And and he does, he's in All About Ah Long, the Chow Yun-fat movie.
Yeah.
A movie I liked once upon a time, don't like very much now. I think it's a way too overblown melodrama from Johnny To, and I can watch Chow Yun-fat and anything, but it was very melodramatic. But Umatat was, mixed his roles, if you will. More comedy as soon as he struck up this relationship with Stephen Chow on screen. Obviously, with All for the Winner, and not always the funniest guy, but normally they are memorable together. It got better the longer the 90s went. So, I mean, Love and Delivery, they are very good together. A very odd relationship where he donates. I think he trains kung fu with him, and he's supposed to donate money to the kung fu school back in the mainland in a box. But then I think he steals the money, as a matter of fact, Umatat or something like that. By the way, Love and Delivery, a movie where I don't think Jim Davis or Pause Inc. received any royalties from the usage of Garfield in that movie. Garfield has popped up on many occasions in Hong Kong movies. That one quite firmly, because Stephen Chow wears a Garfield mask and fights crime that way. But I don't think Jim Davis or Paul Inc. received any money from that. So it's amazing how many times Garfield has popped up in Hong Kong movies, actually. And even in IFD movies, they have several conversations on a Garfield telephone.
Yes, the infamous Garfield telephone.
Which is very strange, because they recycled that footage. The intent was to shoot, phone footage to have cut into many movies. And they shot it with a Garfield phone. Which is, and 3-4 different scenes of it, because you can see Richard Harrison in different clothes. But it's such a strange decision. The shot always starts on the Garfield phone, zooming out, the conversation on the phone, zoom in, and then the Garfield phone closes its eyes once the telephone is hooked up. So it's, wow.
Man, that's fucked.
So here's okay, obviously, why not write in the script that, do you want to act? Let's act for real. But it's hard to judge now without sound and everything that if it truly fits. That's why I'm going to rewatch it and rewatch it with our commentary afterwards to see if I can see the intentions now or not. But it is diverting from its obviously main path. But when you don't for a long time spot any nonsense comedy within all this, because it's been quite a while, then you're not quite sure what's the deal. Do memories of the scene spark now that you're watching it?
Not a fucking clue. This is like an alternative ending for me.
Remember the Pringles thing? It's coming up. No, not in this scene, but I would reckon it co-stars Pringles. So, speaking of that, I've never looking at the cover, and I might have missed this while watching the movie now. On the cover of the DVD, there's a shot of a dog, like a Dalmatian or something like that. Is that in the movie?
Not yet.
it's I mean, it might be, but if it's not, it's probably one of those like, why not? Why not put a dog on there? And maybe it's a joke that we don't get because we don't speak the language. I don't know. And they are crying, all of them, on the cover. It looks like the snot from Stephen Chow's nose. And there's a little puppet on Stephen Chow's shoulder for some reason.
Yep, that's the shit.
Maybe it's the dump of shit. Yeah,
it's indeed.
So, lots of why not mysterious, So playing the delivery boy.